What is up, you beautiful people? You are very welcome along to our player ratings here on Anfield Agenda after Liverpool have come from a goal down to beat Luton Town by 4-1, a result that just reaffirms our place with 60 points at the top of the Premier League table. What I'm going to do over the next 8 to 10 minutes or so is go through the players, the substitutes and the manager, giving them a score out of 10, asking you guys to let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What score you would give the guys? We are very keen to know. If you enjoyed the video, remember to drop a like, but most importantly, as you can see in the top left corner, we are officially counting down towards 250,000 subscribers, and every single one of you that hits that button makes a world of difference. So look, before we get stuck into the player ratings, got to pay the bills, right? And we got to give a shout out to our amazing sponsors, Manscape. So Valentine's Day has been and gone, and I know what's next on your mind. You're thinking to yourself, with Easter coming up, what could I possibly use to make sure that the Easter Bunny is presentable and well groomed? My recommendation, the all-new Performance Package 5.0 Ultra from our friends at Manscaped. Look at this beautifully boxed gift set right here. Join myself and 10 million other men, and I'm sure bunnies worldwide, who trust Manscaped with our exclusive offer. Go to manscaped.com, grab yourself 20% off and free shipping. That's 20% off and free shipping using our code Anfield20, as you can see in the bottom right hand corner, or scan the QR code. Let me tell you a little bit about the main item in the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra, the Lawnmower 5.0. This electric trimmer features skin-safe technology, guarding your family jewels against any grooming mishaps. It also comes with the brightest ever LED spotlight, meaning when the Easter Bunny or your good self is hiding those eggs, if you want to keep it down, you want to make sure that you can get groomed at the same time, because who doesn't want to groom and deliver Easter eggs? They have got you covered, and it's also waterproof, so you can do it in the dark, in the shower, and put your Easter eggs together. The package also features the Weed Whacker 2.0 nose hair trimmer, Manscaped's liquid formulations, and count them, two free gifts: the Shed travel bag and the Boxers 2.0. For you bearded kings out there, don't think Manscaped has forgotten about you. You can also get the Beard Hedger Pro Kit, designed to shape your scruff effortlessly. It sculpts cheek lines and maintains your beautiful beard signs. So once again, that is 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com by using our discount code Anfield20 or scanning the QR code on the screen. What? 20% off, shipping free. Right, let's get straight into this now. And again, I appreciate your understanding. We got to pay the bills. Kelleher. So I'm going to start off by saying, some people, again, were trying to be critical of Kelleher for the goal. I don't think he did anything wrong. I think he made the save. And all honestly, I don't think the defence reacted quick enough to clear it at the back post, and Ogbene was there. I think Kelleher's distribution today was impeccable. Close your eyes and it could have easily been Alisson Becker. The ball that he played over the top in the first 3 or 4 minutes to Lucho was extravagant. It was exquisite. It deserved to be finished. So for me today, I'm going to be defensive of my compatriot, and I'm going to give Mr. Caoimhín Kelleher a score of 8 out of 10, because I think we need to put some more respect on the man's name. We're going to see him in the cup final again on Sunday. Most likely see him against Nottingham Forest, Manchester City as well before the international break. So let's hope he continues to show the confidence he has, particularly with the ball at his feet. I thought he was brilliant. Next up, Mr. Joe Gomez. He will get that goal, won't he? He will. Surely. At some point he'll get the goal. Great again to see Joe's versatility today. If I'm going to nitpick, and I am a little, I do think one of the criticisms I have over the years for Joe Gomez is ball watching or not being switched on at all times. Today, maybe I'm being a bit harsh, but I felt like he could have been a little bit more switched on to Ogbene being behind him, and the striker or the forward acted quicker than he did and headed into the goal. Maybe I'm being harsh here, but that was the one lapse I felt we had in the game. So look, with that being said, and again for his versatility, switching from left to right, I'm going to give Joe a score of 7 out of 10. Next up, Mr. Virgil van Dijk, who, according to our friends at Squawka, actually I think it was, have put up an amazing stat. Virgil van Dijk has played 4 consecutive Premier League games without losing a single aerial duel. And today, not only did he not lose an aerial duel, but he buried a header to get us back into the game. That is captain level stuff from Virg, and he gets himself a score of 8 out of 10 today. Let me know if you agree, disagree. Maybe you think Virg deserves higher. I'm open to your answers, so let me know. Next up, Jarell Kwanzaa. Again, hasn't missed a beat. very comfortable coming in. Clever by Jurgen to give Canada a rest ahead of the League Cup final. And like any of the youngsters that have come in this season, Jarrell, Connor, Bobby Clark, even today, the young Dans that came on at the end, they all look like they belong there. And that's the biggest compliment I can give to him. So today I'm going to give him a score of 7 because I think Verge was, look, the seniority, the goal, the presence, I think Verge was a little bit better. But Kwanzaa is an amazing young centre-back, and I can't wait to see his career blossom at Liverpool. Next up, our boy, Mr. Conor Bradley. Again, incredible. In that second half where we got the bit between our teeth, he was a huge part of us driving at that Luton Town team. I think you get a good indication when Jurgen took him off towards the end of the game that he's probably in the starting 11 against Chelsea at Wembley, and what an occasion that will be for the young man. Obviously, we know he's been through a lot with the passing of his father, and look, I haven't got any more words to praise him. I hope he continues on the vein he's in. He looks like the real deal. I love it. I love him. And I'm sure you guys do as well. So today, for Mr. Conor Bradley, a score of 8 out of 10. And look, what a season. What a breakthrough it's been for him. Now we go into midfield. And look, this man, what can you say? Bargain of the season? I think so. What was it, 16 million quid? Now look, of course it's taken him a bit of time, but I often say you can tell what you're getting when you see the reaction of the club that somebody's leaving. And all the Stuttgart fans wished him well, knew the Premier League was his dream, and he's playing like it's his dream. The moment that summed up Arturo Endo for me today was how high up the pitch he won the ball to lay it off to Cody Gakpo. And yes, Gakpo's shot was a bit wayward, but that was our defensive midfielder pressing that high and winning it. He's magnificent. And again, him and Alexis in midfield are really starting to gel together, but he deserves all the credit that he gets with Turo, and he's going to get a score of 9 out of 10 for me today for another impressive display. Mr. Alexis McAllister, I love him. I love him dearly, and I love that we're seeing the best of him now. Not only did he get himself a goal the other day, but he got himself 2 assists today, and he played like a man possessed, a warrior, a champion, and I loved it. And I can't say this enough. He is going to be, in my opinion, our Luka Modric for years to come. I love Alexis. I love that he's found his place in the squad. And it's going to be hard when Curtis Jones comes back or when Dominic Szoboszlai comes back to displace this gentleman. The balance that himself and Endo are giving us is magnificent, and he deserves all the credit coming his way. So for Mr. Alexis McAllister, he gets himself a big, fat 10 out of 10, and I do not give them out very often. He was also your Anfield Agenda man of the match with I think 42% of over 4,000 votes cast, so congratulations Alexis on a well-deserved man of the match performance. Ryan Gravenberch, I thought he did well. He's still getting to grips with the Premier League, but he's classy. You can see it in him. Yeah, there's a lot to admire about him. Sometimes I think maybe he takes a little bit too much out of the ball, but again, 21 years of age, new league, and a pressurised environment right now because we have bodies dropping like flies. We know we need to get results, and he's part of the team again that turns it around. So credit to Mr. Ryan Gravenberch. A score today from me of 8 out of 10. Again, let me know in the comment section if you agree or if you disagree. Lucho. Now, I struggled with this one, I've got to be honest with you, because on one hand, I felt like he played an incredible game. I loved his fight, I loved his work rate, I loved the moment with Papa Lucho in the stand celebrating his goal with the gloves and the short sleeve shirt on like his son. And I love the fact that we're seeing him have that fire in his belly again. But I can't ignore the amount of opportunities he missed today. He did get himself a goal, and that's to his credit that he didn't let his head drop. But he should have had a couple in the first half as well. So all that balancing out, I don't mean to be harsh, but I've given him a score of 8 out of 10. Could have been a 9, but I think an 8 is fair reflection. I have to dock him a point for a few of those chances missed, but I hope he forgives me. He probably doesn't know I exist. Why would he? Moving on to this man here. 100 appearances up for Harvey Elliott, the 4th youngest Liverpool player to do it. And not only did he get his 100th appearance tonight, he also got himself a goal as well. And you know how I feel about Elliott. He's one of my favourite players of the club. Love the young man to bits. And so glad he got that goal at the end today, because, again, he was assured all the way through. He's a classy operator. He's very, what's the word I keep using about him? He doesn't waste many footballs. You can tell me in the comment section what the word is I'm looking for. But he's so good. And I'm glad to see he's starting to get the credit that I think his performance has deserved. Yes, he's not a natural right winger anymore. He does look more comfortable in midfield, but efficient, that's the word. Efficient is the word that I'm going to say for Harvey Elliott. So today for Elliott, for me, I've given him a 9 out of 10. And I love his solution, or excuse me, a celebration, the little to the cop as well afterwards. Well done, Harvey. Now we move on to Cody Gakpo. Look, it's been a tough season for Cody. As Jurgen has said himself, he's had to move him around and never really played him in what he would consider his best position on wide left too often. But today he kept going, and again, when that headed chance came his way, he buried it in front of his international manager, Ronald Koeman, who was up in the stand. So, well done, Cody. Keep going, and thank you for your efforts again today, my man. Giving him a score of 8 out of 10 for Cody Gakpo. Next up, Andy Robertson. Oh, Andy. Great to see him come off the bench. I did think he would start on the bench today so Klopp could keep him fresh for the League Cup final. We did predict Gomez at left back and Conor Bradley at right back, so we got that one spot on. And I think all going well. Right decision. Got himself an assist when he came on as well. So for that, we give Robertson a score also of 8 out of 10. We're being very kind today because they deserve it. Next up, Mr. Bobby Clark. Again, I'm very calm when I see Bobby Clark coming onto the pitch. He deserves his place in the matchday squad. Particularly, yes, we have a lot of injuries, but he's there or thereabouts now. And you would have to say he must be on the club's thoughts. You know, what do you do with him in the summer? Do you give him a high-profile loan to maybe a Premier League club, or certainly a higher-level club in Europe somewhere? I don't know what to say, but I do know Bobby Clark is a really solid young footballer, and whatever decision the club make about his short-term future, I'm sure it will be for his benefit, but he's done himself no harm. Again, going to give him a score of 7 today for his cameo from the bench. Next up, young James McConnell, another one this season who's done himself no harm at all. This is today's player that, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really remember much when he came on. I think I was probably in full party celebration mode at that point, so we'll go straight to giving him a 7. You can let me know in the comments if I'm wrong on that one. Next up, young Jalen Dans. And again, I did not know much about this dude before he came on, but it took me all of 60 seconds to realise that he's out there for a reason. He looked composed, he looked not overawed by the occasion, he looked to have some nice touches, and again, another promising young player coming through. Let's see if he gets more minutes between now and the end of the season, but fair play to him today on his little cameo. He gets a score of 8 out of 10. I thought of all the substitutions we made of the younger players, he's the one that stood out to me the most. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but for me, I thought he was great when he came on. And finally, and certainly not least, Jurgen Norbert Klopp. It must have been a nightmare week for Jurgen, with players dropping like flies. Salah out, Darwin out, Alisson out, Szoboszlai out, Trent out, Matip out, Thiago out, Bajcetic out, no problem. Jurgen, 1-0 down at half-time, pressure on, league table, there, everybody, eyes of the world on, Liverpool 1-0 down, what's going to happen? Again, he, Linders and the coaching staff find a way. Today was one of his most impressive managerial performances of the season for me, because whatever he said, whatever they did at half-time, once again, we came back from a goal down against a very lively, hard-fought opponent, and I'm going to give Mr. Jurgen a 10 out of 10 today, because in these difficult circumstances, I don't know what more he could do. Incredible. And hopefully he gets the big send-off that we're all hoping for. So, my friends, we've had our say. Now it's over to you guys. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Drop a like on the video, and please do hit that subscribe button as well. Thank you to our sponsors, Manscape. Scan the QR code or use the link to get yourself 20% off and free shipping using our code Anfield20. Until next time, I will talk to you soon. Much love. Bye-bye. Oh, I forgot to say, top of the league, 60 points. You'll love to see it.